Okay, so this is the presentation based on the week number 3, okay, and focus on the topic principles for managing essential processing, okay. So we are going to start with a kind of overall idea of the course selected that is called Introduction to Project Management, and it was found on LinkedIn Learning. So the objective of this course is to give learners an understanding of the fundamental principles of project management. The goal is to equip them with the basic skills needed to manage any project in a professional setting. And some key topics are defining a project, planning, executing project, among others, and you can read them. So this is like another general perspective of the what is the course about. Okay, so in terms of multimedia, the course utilizes a variety of elements. Okay, so that's important that we need to mention here. So in order to enhance the learning experience, so it includes clear and engaging graphics. We have some short video segments. We have interactive assessment that allow learners to apply their knowledge, the prior knowledge, or the thing that they have learned in different contexts. Okay, so they are guided with different narrations in each lesson. So here we are going to highlight the multimedia principle. The course utilizes a combination of graphics and narration, presenting different visuals and key concepts simultaneously. So this is basically what Mayers in his cognitive theory of multimedia learning says that we need to ensure, okay, that every single student or learner or people are able to process both visual and auditory information at the same time. Okay, so because this in a way enhance retention, foster different skills, and enable you to think about. And then we have the coherence principles. So in this case, the course avoids irrelevant content or overly decorative elements. Okay, it uses simple, clear visual and graphics that reinforce the concepts discussed in each module. So this helps because it's easier for the student or the learner to get the idea and to be focused on different ideas. Okay. And we are going to see that later because I'm going to show you one or two examples of the videos that they have in the course. And the last one that I would like to highlight because it's useful is the signaling principle. Okay, so that means that the key concepts are highlighted in text and often paired with simple. Sometimes they are involved, but they are highlighted. Okay, they have clear graphics, which guides the learner's attention toward important points. So we already mentioned that before. Also, this helps learners follow, okay, the ideas or follow along the ideas and understand the things that are discussed in the lesson, okay? So to continue with this, we have the principles that, according to my perspective, are missing here or ineffectively applied. So we have the redundancy principle. In this case, the course includes both text and narration of the same content, which could be seen as redundant sometimes. The text could be reduced or used to complement narration rather than repeat it. I'm saying this because in each video you can find like the same information that is appeared there, the same information that you are listening to the like in the narration, and even you have the subtitles because it's kind of part of YouTube. But the idea is that to reduce that kind of information and maybe complemented with images, some graphics, some visual things like explicitly explained. Then we have the modality principle that it's some of the graphics or charts or tables that we can see there are not accompanied by voiced narration. So a good idea is a verbal explanation of the visuals could help guide the learner. So that's basically because you're going to, as a learner, understand the complexity of the knowledge that you are trying to acquire or learn and understand. Okay. So it's going to be accessible and easy. And the personalization principle is the one that I would like to highlight that I think it's a little bit missing. Well, not missing because it's ineffectively applied. Because even though that we are in a formal context because it's a course, we need to bear in mind that not all of the learners are experts. So sometimes the structured language or very, very formal language with very kind of slangs or chunks that are related to this kind of topic that is based on project management, not everybody manages it. So I or manages them. So I think that it's a good idea to have like a touch conversation, maybe different slangs, maybe different common language that can help to understand and to process the information easily and effectively for everyone. Okay, so we continue with the number 4, that some effectiveness of multimedia in teaching the topic, according to this course and according to me, of course, it's to the it presents project management concepts. That's a very good idea. It breaks down complex processes into digestible pieces, and this is the related and the connection directly with the segmentation that we need to bear in mind. So in this kind of with this kind of tool, you have all of the videos divided in different topics, different concepts, no longer more than 2 or 1.5 minutes. So we have different kind of topics and very short because that allows the retention and to understand the information easily. Also to add more interactive elements, I think that could be a good idea. So clickable graphics or decision making scenarios, okay? Because you have everything in the video, and I think when you have many, many videos. So sometimes less video and complemented with other materials or other tools. And then we have some suggestions for improvement according to my perspective. So I think it's important to integrate more effective features such as I don't know, drag and drop, for example, activities and real world simulations of project management scenario. So basically, I think that a big concept here I would like to highlight because I really like it. It's reality. So make it real because people are going to associate it immediately. They're going to retain the information and they're going to put it into practice immediately. So I think that's a useful idea. So simplify the text in some sections because sometimes when they have like a lot of information, they're not adequately effective. Okay, so it's important to have less. So be kind of a minimalist and adjust the tone of narration to be more casual, as we mentioned before. Okay, so finally, I have some questions for you because now it's your turn, and after this, we are going to have 1 or 2 minutes to um I I'm going to show you the page, okay, where I found the course. So the questions are, what was your takeaway from this presentation? How can you adapt the ideas mentioned into your own professional context? And let's think about an ESP class, because this is not an English class, but let's talk about an ESP class. How can you teach any language based on different subjects, but not the English one? So I think that these questions we need to bear in mind because are important, and it's always happened to me that I ask to myself. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the web page. So, let me show you. So it's not here, it's here. So, as we mentioned before, if you notice, the length of the videos are 1 minute 22 seconds. And for example, here you have some instructions, but let's move here, for example. We have some explanations that we can see. Here you can see like this is for me at least is positive because it's you can see like someone is explaining something. So you can see it like it's real, not just a video. However, in some of the parts, let me found this. I think is this one. Yes, I think this one is. So you can see like again, so the subtitles as I mentioned before. So this is like redundancy. And you are going to listen to the same information that is on the video. Okay. You see, the video is not related immediately with narration, or the words there are not related immediately with the narration. So even though that you're going to see them after that, I think that is useless at some point. Here you have some transcript, but it's going to be too much to put it together. And at the end, something that caught my attention here is that you have some exam. So you have the conclusion, of course, and you have some exams. So if you could take the exam, here you can enter your information, read it, and knowing if the information that you study was useful. Sorry. Okay, so that was it for today. I think it was a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but I think this is enough. So thank you so much and see you next week.